Well, congratulations, Jerry Brown. You have, uh, volunteered to be executed. Jerry Brown, governor of the state of California, has directly gone in conflict to our 414th law. A country could have 10,000 laws, but the fact of the matter is that the first 500 really need to be respected and dignified, because that's the first 500 that, leads to self-preservation, a future for your children, a future for your people. So the first 500 are about as important as you can get. So Jerry Brown has committed mutiny against the will, wishes, and commandments of the Constitution of the United States of America and the first 500 laws. In doing so, the only resolution to it is hanging. Uh, so I want to be the guy that arrests Jerry Brown. Charge me with arresting Jerry Brown. He needs to be charged. He needs to be go through the whole entire court process. All the adjudications of any of these bullshit laws that the state of California has come up with in the absence of the United States of America, because this is a generational assault against America and Americans that has been taking decades after decades. And what I see occurring is it's an attempt to reinstate the old French thing that they got rid of, the peonage. And what this is it's just above slavery. Okay? Slavery, you're owned, you can never own a title, blah, blah, blah. You're listed as black, whether your skin color is green, purple, yellow, or orange. But the reality is that peonage, they don't own you. They have no responsibility at all for you. And they just keep on loaning you money and giving you loans to get by. At the end of your life, though, you have no profit. Your children don't own the land titles that you worked for. They don't own the vehicle titles because they snatch your vehicles away from you and pirate your life. They pirated my life. In all actuality, their badged personnel stole my Alaskan driver's license, stranded me in California. I just got done getting a student loan for over $10,000 in 1985 and 86 to become a bricklayer so I could work on the Eklutna Dam project up in Eklutna, Alaska. Well, these fuckers down here decided to pirate my life and just make it a hell. I never got to get the fuck out of Sacramento, California, but I've sat here and watched the Third Reich professors that were imported over here from World War II teach at all the colleges down here and teach the college masters of today, and who in turn are teaching all the students here. How do you get a capitalist society when they're being taught by socialist Nazis? You don't. That's what you don't get. You get a confused population that's got an American flag running on them, and then outside of that, they have no idea how to be a capitalist other than to go and join a union. Now, I remind everybody, the state of California, here in Sacramento, California, for over 15 years, that's 5-year spans, the rape rate of the children taken into custody by government personnel and put into CPS custody was over 70%. 70%. That's 7 out of 10 kids. And that's just the kids that are willing to talk. Jan Scully was never arrested for this, but she continued to savage the men of families and calling them abusers and stealing their money through putting them into a socialist program by a bunch of loser psychiatrists that can't get a job doing anything else other than to let a bunch of men bitch in front of them while their most sacred rights are being violated, and these retard detectives down here are fucking invading their lives. acting as Nazi personnel, just like the SS Nazis. Welcome to the reality, America. All that shit about World War II, it's reality. It was just a lifetime ago. A lifetime goes quick. Ask anybody over 40. A lifetime goes quick. The Nazi Third Reich is doing this. Oh, and on another point, the Las Vegas shooting. His brother, the man's brother that's on TV, and he's like, "Wow, he didn't do this." Well, he didn't shoot anybody. He didn't shoot himself either. By the photos that you look at the blood around his head. Right? You look around the man's head, and then you'll notice there's shell casings on top of his coagulated blood. He was shot about anywhere from 10 minutes to 40 minutes before any of the gunfire happened. The blood coagulated to the point where there was a tensile skin across the top, and the shell casings landing on top didn't deform the blood. Not much. So the man isn't guilty. What he probably did was he probably got involved with an arms shipment purchasing that was illegal from the Asian Islamic Third Reich of the Philippines. They still exist. You see, the Third Reich, the Nazis, they went into Islam because they practiced the pinwheel, the swastika. See, that thing is that's over 3,000 years old. It's just a socialistic mannerism flow function device, and it has its flaws. And you see what they are. They only live as a parasitic entity. They cannot become a capitalistic entity. But what it did happen was the Third Reich flowed into Islam. Islam accepted it, applied it, and you see the effects of it today. I mean, there's constant war, and there's constant death, and there's no stability. Okay, in Asia, it flowed down through Asia, and that's pretty much what the Korean-Vietnam conflict happened about. But what I want you as Americans to recognize is that every war that America has had, including the Spanish-American War, the Masonic agenda has always fought against cannibalism. That's right. The Nazis are cannibals. That's right. Islam, cannibals. That's right. Southeast Asian communists, cannibals. Today, the North Koreans, they're cannibals. They ate some distant relatives of mine over there in Asia. They ate them. They fucking ate them, man. They fucking ate them. They ate them. Human beings. And on a regular basis, what you'll find if you look into the record of things is the North Korean army invades down into South Korea, and then they eat entire villages of people. Red Communist China, all these 45, 50-year-old people that have worked their entire lives, they get a cruise vacation on a one-way trip to be intercepted by the North Koreans, who then take the whole entire crew off the ship that needs to be scrapped anyway, and then they eat them. They bring them in, slaughter them, and eat them. The Khmer Rouge of Cambodia, severe cannibals. It's fucking disgusting, man. But that's not... Is it in your agenda to have your children eating another human being's flesh? You've got to keep these people out. Now, what I see in California is that the Asian Third Reich has gotten to the Movie Actors Guild. They seem to think that socialism is absolutely peachy. Well, that's Alberta, Canada is the base point front of the Third Reich that flowed over here after World War II. We're about to go to war, everybody. Don't trust any. I vote that we shoot all the politicians in California. These people are not patriotic citizens of the United States of America. They're not by any means patriotic American citizens. They do not need to be in my country. I call for at least a 10-year solstice with zero immigration. Zero. We're in the future. This is 2017. We can take them to their home, wherever they came from, and help them make it better there. They can make it better there. If they don't like the way that it is, they should make it change. That's what we did here. I'm not a peon. I'm fucking descendant of kings and lords. I'll fucking smash their fucking skulls in. I will charge Jerry Brown with mutiny against the United States of America. And I will hang him on the fucking city park out there right in front of the Capitol. Right on the Capitol lawn. I will hang the governor of California if I get a chance. He is causing the death of tens of thousands of American citizens. These people that are seeking sanctuary here are drug dealers that are just fucking keeping, and freak suppliers, they're pimps basically, that have our politicians by the balls because they're an embarrassment to begin with, and what they do is an embarrassment to all humanity. Execute Jerry Brown, 2017. Needs to be a campaign. Him and every single legislator that worked with him, because this is a direct violation of Public Law 414, of the first 500 laws of our country. The first 500. Now, after say 3,000 laws or so, I could see, little gray areas and wave motion going on, but the first 500 need to be solid. And that's what made America solid. And that's what they're digging at. They're undermining those first 500 laws. So I call for the execution of Jerry Brown on the Capitol lawn for mutiny against the United States of America, compounded with the fact that he's causing tens of thousands of deaths by importing dope dealers and keeping their extended families here. You wanted to hear from me? Well, now you heard from me. Execute Jerry Brown. There has to be a message sent. Anyone that stands against it should be shot for treason.